Okay, Form 2. So, last week what we did is we drew a basic outline of our onion. Here's mine. What I've done is on Google Classroom I've added a black and white version of the photographs that you were using last lesson. So what I would like you to do first is for the first 5 minutes, I want you to just check your picture. If you want to start again because maybe you didn't do the onion to the right scale, because I know some of you did them quite small, you can do that, okay? But I want you to just go around and just check all of those shapes. What you can do is maybe with your other finger, what I like to do is I just point to myself where I am so that I can see where my mistakes are, and what I'm doing is I'm just checking that my shape is correct. So I can already see there's a little mistake there, and that's fine. Okay, so I'm just looking around, I'm just checking the scale, I'm checking the shape. Okay, and okay, that's the first thing I want you to do. Just check everything. Okay, then when you're happy with the outline, you can erase any mistakes that you did in your sketch last lesson. Also have a look at your sketch from last lesson on Google Classroom, because I've given you some comments on and some feedback on what you need to focus on today. So once you've sorted out the drawing and you're happy, what I want you to do is we're going to start using shading, and we're going to create lots of different tones in this onion. So not all of this onion is going to be white. Okay, so I'm pressing down harder when I've got these dark parts in my picture, and I'm just slowly starting from the top and working my way down. And today I would like you to spend about 40 minutes shading your work. Like I said though, if you drew it a little bit too small last lesson, I am happy for you to start building it up again if you want to draw it again, or if you want to change your picture to another picture. But today I want the focus to just be on adding shading. Okay, if you added shading last lesson, what I want you to do is I want you to add shadow and background to your piece from last lesson. You can also just check to see if you've got the shading accurate from last time. So you can see I'm building it up. I'm not just doing dark tones, I'm also doing the grey tones. I'm creating these dark edges as well, just to bring the drawing into focus. Okay, what you can do as well is if you need to add highlights to your drawing, let's say I do this too dark, okay? What you can do is you can take an eraser and you can just build up the highlights on your drawing, okay? So if, for example, I know some of you did the shading a little too dark last lesson, so you might want to just start to build it up. And you're going to have all these lovely, lovely tones, okay? So that's what I would like you to do today, okay? What I'm going to do is I'm going to attach another video of how to add the shadows and the backgrounds, so that you can use that as well to just finish off your piece. Okay, so today, like I said, all I want you to do is I want you to work on your shading and your tones inside the onion. It's not just going to be one colour, it's not going to be one tone of grey. There's going to be lots and lots of different tones, and now that you have the picture in black and white, that should help you to start to recognize all the different tones that you're going to find inside this onion. Okay, so you can see how I'm starting to build up my drawing. Already I've done about 1/4 of the shading that I need to do, and I'm constantly keep looking back and back and back at this drawing that I've done, and looking back at the picture that I'm looking at to help me. I'm not doing it from my imagination. I'm really pressing down for those heavier lines as well, and heavier shadows in my onion. Okay, so you can see how I'm starting to do this inside of the onion. If, like me, you have a bit of the skin on the other side, you might want to take a heavy pencil like a 9B to just, once you've finished the inside of your onion, just to get those heavy tones, and I'm just going to build them up inside like so. Okay, so I'm just really pushing down. If you have a little bit of shine on the skin, you can also just push the eraser into that to get the shiny part of the skin, like so. See, like a little shiny reflection. Okay, so just slowly start to build up the inside. You can start to do the skin and the texture on your onion, and like I said, if you feel like you need to start a new one, you can do that too. Okay, so you can see all the different parts of the onion. Now I've only done about half of it already, but I want you to work and try and get the whole thing, added all the tones, all the shadow. Okay.